Hey, my name is Jordy. I'm a drummer, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 3 ways that you can get paid: chops, names, and dollars, and why you need to know this in order to actually make money and the best strategy to get paid. Let's talk about it. So on this channel, I am making videos that I wish I would have come across 10 years ago as a person just starting in his drumming career, trying to figure out this freelance world. And this is a concept that I figured out called chops, names, and dollars. And those are the 3 ways that you can get paid as a drummer. So the first way, chops. What are those? Chops is experience. Like, you get chops. And by experience, I don't just mean you can play double stroke rolls or paradiddles faster than you could before. That matters to some degree, but by experience, I specifically mean experience in how to play different gigs and what is important and what works. So for example, if I'm playing at a church or a jazz quartet or in a studio, I have to play very differently. And it took me time and a bunch of repetitions and just a bunch of gigs to figure out what does that mean. All the drummers out there who have done those 3 different types of gigs know that those are very different. So chops is simply the experience that you get over time, learning what works and what doesn't as a drummer in actual real world applications. The second way you can get paid is in names. Now, by names, I literally mean just learning more people's names, but more broadly, I mean your network. You can get paid quote unquote, by meeting more people in the world that you want to work in. If there's one thing you learn from watching my entire channel, if you happen to do that, it would be this point. Who you know and building a good relationship with people is 80% of what matters in getting freelance work. Whatever the percentage is, it's more than you think it is. The third way you can get paid is obviously dollars, okay? Everyone understands this. I don't really need to explain it. You can get paid a check, a direct deposit, cash money, doesn't matter. You can get paid for your drumming, just literally with money. That's easy to explain. So why did I just explain all of that? Well, here is the breakthrough that changed the way I think completely. With chops, names, and dollars, you can take any 2 of those forms of payment and turn it into the third one. Let me explain. If you have experience and you have dollars, and you want to get names, you can run ads. You can run advertisements to promote your services and get more people to know and recognize you and come hire you ultimately, hopefully. Let's look at another situation. If you've got a bunch of people who know you and like you and trust you, and you've got a bunch of experience, it is not hard to earn money from that. If you know a bunch of people who need a certain service and you can provide that service and those people know, like, and trust you, making money is not a problem. Actually, managing your time, it becomes a problem, and turning down gigs becomes your problem. The last scenario is a little bit more obscure for this situation. If you had, say, a bunch of money and you knew a bunch of people, then it's not hard to hire out experience, the chops. So basically, if you have names and you have money, you can turn that into experience and chops by basically just hiring someone to perform the service. Here's my advice. After 10 years of doing this, I've figured out that you should go for first chops and names. Wait a minute, I'm trying to make money. You're saying don't go after dollars first? Yes, I am telling you. Go after chops and go after names. If you're starting out trying to make it as a drummer, I recommend taking as many gigs as you possibly can, meeting as many people as you possibly can at every single gig. What if you don't get paid very much at those first couple of gigs? Doesn't matter. Do it anyway. If you get 20 bucks, 50 bucks, something like that, 10 bucks, I don't know. If you're starting out and you're serious about trying to make money, take the gig. And while you're there, meet and get to know every single person involved in that gig. The thing about trying to chase the dollars first is that it's hard. Who would pay their own hard-earned money that they worked for, that they saved up, to someone who they don't know if they're good or not, or someone they've never heard of? How do you call someone you don't know exists? How do you, and if you do know exists, why would you hire someone that you're not even sure if they can do the job? But if you say, hey, I don't care about dollars, I'll do the gig for free. Who do I need to work for? Where do I need to be? Where do I show up? What do I need to play? I'm going to rock it. You can actually get those gigs. You can go get experience. You can go meet people if you want, starting from zero. And that is very hopeful. That is real possibility. That's something that you could do today. You don't chase dollars first because it's too hard to get dollars first if you don't have the chops and names. You chase the chops and the names first because it's actually possible to get from whatever starting point. So do not underestimate the 3 ways you can get paid. And just because you're not getting paid in dollars does not mean that you're not getting something valuable in return for your services. At some point, when you've got a lot of experience and a lot of chops and a lot of names to go along with that who know, like, and trust you, I'm telling you, just from experience, it is not hard to turn those things into dollars. Thank you for watching this video. If you learned something and you liked this, I'm creating a whole channel just dedicated to videos and ideas that I wish I would have come across 10 years ago when I started my drumming career. So take a look at that if you found this helpful, and I'll see you next time.